So you're thinking about making that move to Plainfield, Illinois. Well, you clicked on the right video today, my friend, because in this video today, I'm going to be breaking down the good and the bad. Yes, the pros and the cons about actually living in Plainfield, Illinois, right? So if you want the truth, right, stick around to the end, because in this video, I'm actually going to give you, at the end of this video, a secret gem about Plainfield, Illinois that you're not going to want to miss. So we're about to get after it right now. Let's go. If this is your first time on this channel, you want to know everything there is to know about living in Chicago and the neighboring suburbs like Plainfield, Illinois, subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Chicago. Hey, what's up? It's Marlon here with my team, and we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make that move to Chicago, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or you're moving in 90 days, do not hesitate. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so we can help you make a smooth move to Chicago, because that's all we're trying to do. Today, we're talking about the pros and the cons of living in Plainfield, Illinois, and we're going to just dive right into it, all right? So the first one is going to be the first con is going to be the location, all right? So the reason why the location is going to be our first con is because it's going to be, Plainfield, Illinois is going to be around 45 minutes to an hour drive away from downtown Chicago, all right? So if you need to get back and forth, from Plainfield and downtown Chicago often, Plainfield is going to be a good hour away, with some traffic. If you go on a light traffic day, then, you can expect it to be around 45 minutes of a drive. But that's going to be the con. I know some people don't like how far away it is from Chicago, but it does have other perks to it of living in Plainfield. But that is going to be our first con, is the location, okay? But, what kind of makes that all right is kind of the scenic beauty. And that's going to be our first pro. It's going to be the scenic beauty of Plainfield. Plainfield has some very, very, beautiful sights to behold. They have a lot of lakefront homes there. So if you want a home that's right off the lake or something, or if you have a boat or something that you want to just be able to pull up to, your home, Plainfield has, a couple different areas that you can, find a good home that, is on the lake. So, that's going to be something that is, there's going to be something that is an option for you to have. So, I think that is something that is really nice as well. And, as you continue to drive through Plainfield, you'll be able to, take in the scenic beauty of it all. The trees, the landscaping, Plainfield is very well maintained. So they do a great job of keeping it in and making sure it looks really nice all the time, all throughout the year. Even throughout the colder months, it still looks really nice in Plainfield, so that is going to be a huge plus. So that's going to be our first pro right there, right, coming after our con, all right? But going to be moving into the next pro, right, is going to be the safety. Plainfield is going to be one of the safest neighborhoods that you can move to in all of the west suburbs of Chicago, okay? So they're only going to have around 45,000 residents who reside in Plainfield. So, it does have a nice sized population. It's not like, Plainfield is deserted, right? Not at all. So, that's going to be nice. You're going to have a nice sized population there, and it's going to be friendly community, right? Which is going to, make sure that it is also a safe community as well. All right. So, that's going to be a huge positive. So if you're looking for that, or if you have a family, you want to make sure that you're moving into a safe neighborhood, then Plainfield is definitely going to be one of your choices that you can consider. All right. And, they have really good schools as well. So those are just some added benefits and bonuses. Okay, we're going to move into our next con, and that's going to be that there is going to be virtually no nightlife. Okay, so if you're looking to have a lot of fun in your hometown, Plainfield is not going to be your location, okay? More than likely, you're going to have to take a trip to Naperville to go have some fun, or, have a nice night out, or have a date night or something like that. Plainfield is not going to be your area that's going to have a lot of extracurricular activities, or maybe fun things to do, when the sun does go down, okay? So just keep that in mind. There's going to be virtually no nightlife in Plainfield when the sun goes down, okay? So I want to make sure that you know that you're going to have to travel, maybe to Chicago, maybe plan ahead and go to Chicago or something like that, or you may have to go to a different suburb to kind of, have some entertainment, okay? So just keep that in mind. But that is going to be our next con. But, continuing moving on into our next pro, right? This one's going to be that Plainfield is going to have multiple schools, okay? So they're going to have 4 different high schools just in the Plainfield area. So that's going to be pretty nice, right? You're going to have to pick up the litter when you're choosing your home to decide on, where you want your kids to go to school. And that's where you can choose to buy a home in that location. Okay. So, Plainfield is going to be having the District 202 schools, in the areas. That's going to be really nice because, those schools are really highly rated, and a lot of people who move to the western suburbs really want to be in those District 202, District 204 schools. So, that's those Plainfield, that's those Naperville schools, and people really do like those schools. Okay, so if you're looking to be in those areas or you're sending your kids to one of those schools, Plainfield is going to be, one of your options. They're going to have 4 different high schools that you could choose from. Plainfield Central, it's going to be close to the downtown area of Plainfield. They're going to have Plainfield North and Plainfield South. And then they're also going to have Plainfield East, which is going to be right there close to the border of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Okay, so you're going to have 4 different high schools to choose from. So that's going to be, an incredible. So, make sure that you do some research on the schools and you choose the best one for you. All right. So that's going to be that. It's going to be another pro that we're going to add. But to continue moving on, right, the next con is going to be that the downtown area is not the greatest. Okay, so if you're going to Plainfield, do not expect to see an extravagant, downtown area. Plainfield is more of a historic downtown area. So, and it is kind of small as well. Okay, so it's only going to be a small street, in the downtown area. So just keep that in mind. And, something that they are going to offer, kind of, bring some fun to it, some enlightenment to the area, is they're going to have some car shows that are going to be happening, I believe, on Tuesdays in the summertime. So that's going to be really nice. Old school hot rod cars are going to be in there. So if you want to go check those out, I do know they do that. So that's going to be really fun. And then they also have a Plainfield Fest, like a carnival or something that happens every single year, and they block off the entire downtown Plainfield area. And they have, some rides and some cotton candy and, those little carnival games there. So that's going to be something that you can take your kids to, or you can kind of, drop your kids off if they're old enough and they can have, a bunch of fun, at the Plainfield Fest. Okay, so that's going to be something to do in the area. Okay, so that's going to be a pro. All right, so, they do have that going for them outside of, the downtown area just not being super exciting. Okay, so, but to keep moving, the last pro is going to be that it is going to have a very, very family-friendly environment. All right, we touched on, kind of the safety and the schools in the area, but Plainfield is going to be very friendly. The people there are going to be nice. If you do walk your dog or if you're outside, for any reason, more than likely your neighbors may wave to you or say hello. So, those are some positives about the area. If you're at the grocery store or something, and you see someone, that lives in your community, suburb or your subdivision, and more than likely they do speak to each other. So that is something that is really nice about Plainfield. So, and I can attest to that. I have lived in Plainfield myself, for some time. Currently not right now, but I have lived there before, and that is something that I have noticed about the area. Okay, so that is going to be a positive. But I want to go ahead and share with you the secret about Plainfield that I promised you in the beginning of this video, and that is going to be that Plainfield does have a park district with a pool area as well, so you don't have to travel really far for trying to get to cool off in the summertime. They do have a pool area. It is just a little hard to find if you've never been there. It is back up behind some of the older homes in Plainfield, right there on Airport Road. That is where you're going to have to kind of go back in between the homes and behind the trees to kind of find the Plainfield Park District in the pool area back there. But it is really nice, and it is a place that you can go to cool off and take your kids there. They even have a summer camp there as well. So if you want something for your kids to do when they're out of school, that's going to be a great option for you to choose from. Okay, so that's going to be that. Go check it out, man. If you're in the market and you're thinking about moving to Plainfield, Illinois, do not hesitate. Give us a call, text, send us an email so we can help you make a smooth move to the city of Plainfield. And we appreciate you for sticking around to the end of this video. Until I can show you right here at home, peace.